And what is up, my geeks? My name is DroidRider, and welcome to another action figure review. I hope you guys are doing great right now. So as you've seen from the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be taking a closer look at a Hatsune Miku figure, a Figma. However, this figure is indeed bootleg, alright? I want to do something new into this channel, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a new series on this channel called Bootleg Figures from Hell. So basically I purchased like bootleg looking like bad awful figures from like the internet or somewhere else where depending on where I go, and review them on this channel. I'm kind of nervous to make this. I don't know why though, but I want to show you the actual figure to see what I can try to do on here on this review. So there it is. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Sorry for the interruption, but one more thing that I forgot to mention on this video. Yes, I know this was a bootleg to begin with. I only got it just because I wanted to do the review. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. So as you guys are wondering as well, where is like the packaging, like where is this box? It has no box, all right. I purchased this one on eBay for around like $24. As you're seeing, it has no packaging, just like it came in a bag. And look at that. Looking at this tag, it says the Figma 014, which is actually like the actual the packaging of this figure. And even look at this. As you can see, it says without box though. So this is a bootleg figure created on China, but yeah though. And you guys are also like curious, like why did I get this? I've seen a lot of people like doing reviews about this figure, about this like bootleg like Hatsune Miku figure. So I was like, I wanted to get this one and do a review, and I want to do a custom, and I'll talk about the custom like a little bit later on this video. But still, we're also gonna open this because I don't know what we could try to get through this figure. Alright everybody, we have the Bootleg Miku out of the box, or at least like in the bag. There's just everything that you guys are going to be getting on this bootleg. Well, it's actually obviously the 014. I wish I had the original of this figure, but I do not. I want to get it someday, but I want to get it this year, honestly. I also want to do a comparison of the original and the bootleg, but for right now, I only have the bootleg of this figure. So as you can see, these are all the accessories that you guys are going to be getting. Another thing that I was also very curious is that I wish that in the Hatsune Miku 2.0 on the Figma, I wish that she would have come with like these two like little like onion leashes or whatever these are like called. So yeah, you get two of these. Next I want to show is the microphone, and the microphone doesn't look that bad though. It does actually looks really good. Next is of course the microphone stand. And of course, this is the microphone stand that a lot of like Hatsune Miku figures get, most of them. All you ever do is just plug it into this hole, and my goodness, it's not okay there. Okay, there you just did a click, and there you guys have it. This one kind of has a little bit of a paint slop in this, as you can see on the area where the black part is. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. Another thing that was like random is that they decided to do to put these two of these like little like microphone handles, but I don't know why though. I think it comes like that, or either like it's just like an extra part that just like added to me by accident for no reason. Next is of course the Figma stand though. It does actually look real, like a genuine legit like Figma stand. Another thing that I heard about these Figma stands on the bootleg figures is that normally they will not have like the Figma logo on, as you can see from this stand. I'm surprised that it has like the Figma logo. By moving on this little like hinge, it's kind of feels really tight though. I don't know why though. And it's gonna come with like this extra little like looking like piece for the figure to attach the figure on the back. All you do is just like insert it. Obviously we know how to use these, but there you guys have it. It does look like a genuine like Figma stand. I want to do a comparison of the stand though, because just to make sure what is the differences. So as you can see, this here on this one on my right hand, this here is actually a legit like Figma stand from this is from the Hatsune Miku 2.0 figure. Like I said, I do not have the original like 014 Figma figure. And yeah, the stand actually looks really like the same though, and it doesn't look that half bad. I think like the only difference about these in the back of these stands is actually like the info, I guess. I don't know. So this one uses like the Krypton like future media logo, as you can see from this one. This here's the real Figma stand, and this one is the bootleg. I just wanted to bring in a comparison, and yeah, they do quite look the same though. Next is actually the faceplates, and she only comes with this secondary like faceplate. I've heard a lot of people from this bootleg figure is that actually people like this one better than the this faceplate that this Miku's has, but this one is actually like looking at the side with her mouth open. And next is actually the interchangeable hands. This one has the Figma logo, as you can see from that. She comes with like 4 different interchangeable hands. The little case for the hands kind of feels really terrible though. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it is really bendy though. I don't know about real ones, but I've never done this. But as you can see, this here is actually the Hatsune Miku 2.0, which is the real one. But I also noticed that the colors are really different though. This one's more like a toned yellow. Meanwhile, this one's more like a cool white. Oh my god, this is so... Why does it feel so tight though? Let me try to remove it. Let me try to like... Okay, there we go. As you can see, this is a hinge that they use rather than being like a ball jointed wrist. And also, I just want to say that the hands on the sculpting on the hands are terrible. Like, they didn't even finish cutting like the plastic of it. Like, look at this one though. The first is actually like open, relaxed hands. The other ones are like fist. And you can see there's like plastic that is like haven't finished cutting. And yeah, they look kind of like wrinkly and all that stuff. But I don't know why. The other one is like 2 pointing hands, and the other one's like accessory holding hands, but the holes are like really weird though. I don't know why on these accessory holding hands. We have taken a closer look at every accessory that she comes with. We're going to be taking a closer look at the presentation of this figure. From what I've heard about like bootleg Figma figures is that you got to really be careful with the joints, because it's just like every movement that you do can like start to like fall apart. So as you can see from her face, it's not that good though. Like I said, I do prefer more on this one though, rather than like being on the one that's like looking straight. Also, I noticed that the color of her is not actually quite like a blue, like a sky blue color or something like that, but in fact it's more like a greenish color. And because like I think like the early Hatsune Miku, she was more like a greenish color rather than be like a blue color. So yeah, I do quite like the sculpting on this figure though. Knowing that this is just a bootleg, it's quite fascinating though. I mean, they do have a lot of like sculpting and details into this, even though like what's even curious is actually like the paint slops, like on this one for example. A lot of paint slops. I mean, the printings are okay though. They're really okay. It does have like the nice printing, but this one like it's like kind of ruined, as you can see from this one. What about the other side? Yeah, this one is also the same. And I also noticed that there's like plastic that is like unfinished, like as you can see, like a small bit of that. Yeah, there's quite a bit some like paint slops, as you can see. I mean, at least they did some like nice painting on where her like headphones are. Now the treads on her boots though, yeah, quite a little bit of paint slops in the front and even from the sides. And yeah, as you can see, little bit of like paint slops, like unfinished, like painted. Oh, and I almost forgot the peg hole on her back. For a bootleg figure, on the sculpting and details and even from the painting, it's actually quite good though. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite good. The only downside, like I said, is actually of course the paint slops. So we already saw the presentation of this figure, and next we're gonna be doing the articulation to see how pulsable this figure is. I want to start from her head. All right, so the ponytails, like the little like ponytails, as you can see, they can pretty much like go up and down. As you can see, it does have like little hinges, and this thing like it's starting to like to fall though, but you could actually like try to attach it though, and they're gonna be doing like a twist, so that's pretty cool though. So up and down, as you can see, it's gonna have like an up and down hinge. How far she could try to move her head up though, honestly moving her head like moving, like trying to look her up, not even close though, because I think like the only problems actually with her like their pieces of her hair. That's why you won't be able to like to move her like looking up. What about down though? So you can pretty move her up. That's impressive though. She barely does have a tilt though. Oh, as you can see, it fell. I was trying to move her head, but it fell. I'll put that later though. And of course, she can look side to side. She is gonna have like a ball jointed hinge, like where her arms are, and yeah, she's gonna have a lot of movement. She can raise her arm this far up though, which is impressive. She of course is gonna have a bicep swivel, as you can see, and single jointed like elbows, which she can bend her arm this far. Moving her arm, she can pretty much do like a little like roundy, but it's quite hard to move it though. I don't know why. You can barely move it, but as you can see, I move it around. And she does gonna have like a little hinge, like I said, so you know, up and down. She can arch her back like this far back, and not much like arching her this front. Her torso, she can pretty much does like a tilt, as you can see, and of course like a side to side movement. So you know, be careful like when you're trying to like move her this much. Now her leg, she's gonna have like a thigh swivel, as you can see. She can split this far because of the skirt, and she can kick this far, but it's only gonna get in this way because of the skirt, as you can see. She's gonna have single jointed knees, and also on the knees you can do like a little like swivel. Now on her feet, she's gonna have like a swivel, a hinge, as you can see, and of course she's gonna have like a pivot system, but it's quite difficult to do it, but as you can see. Although I do say the articulation is great though, the only downside about this one is of course like trying to move her much, you know, she will start to fall apart. I also want to answer two questions that about like why some people collect bootleg figures and why people do not. I want to start like why some people collect bootleg figures. Well, we all know that Figma is quite expensive, and we all get that, especially like the early Figmas, because I know that like you cannot find them anywhere. I think like the only ways you can find them is of course eBay, like the older Figmas that you know that were released. And also one of the reasons why people get these bootleg figures is of course to do customization. And also the reason why I only got this figure is because I wanted to do a custom. And a few weeks ago I actually saw like a Reddit post about like that if someone actually got a Hatsune Miku bootleg figure and done like a cool looking custom like of this figure, and it looks incredible though. I'm not gonna lie, I'll show the pictures, you know, just to see how it looks like, but I'm not quite good at like customization, but I'll try to do like my best. People only get them just to like the accessories and all that stuff, but you know, that's another thing. And I also want to start like why people do not collect these figs. Well, of course, because it's not gonna fit with like these like official looking Figmas with other like bootleg figures. One of the things about this is that you may never know what this figure is really made out of. You may never know what the painting is really made out of because it could be really risky. I don't know. Obviously, I do not collect bootleg figures, but this is the first time that I ever gotten, and I never will get another bootleg figure. I did say this before in some other videos that the Hatsune Miku 2.0, it's actually my first ever Figma, as you can see. The 2.0, it's actually quite tall. Meanwhile, this bootleg is quite shorter though. This one actually ended up being like my first Figma, and this one will always be my favorite. Obviously, I think this is really great that you're doing a comparison and all that stuff. So my final rating of this figure, I'll probably rate this like a 7 out of 10 just because of the paint slops and all that stuff, but I do like the accessories and everything that comes with. Like I said, this is a great figure to do a custom as well. Anyways guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I just want to say that if you guys want to get this figure, just a friendly reminder that this is a bootleg, because I only got it because I wanted to do this for a customization for another video. And also, if you guys are going to buy real anime figures on the internet, be careful on what you're searching on, be responsible with your money, and please think before you buy. But I gotta say that this figure is fantastic knowing that it's a bootleg. I only got it because I wanted to do this for a review, I want to do a comparison, and of course a customization for another video. So that's going to be the end of this video. Now if you guys are new, be sure to click subscribe to become part of the Geek Squad so you cannot miss any videos I upload. So yeah, my name is DroidRider, and I say goodbye.